they're trying to standardize the method, how it works.
Well, one of the things they're working on is anti-stalking technology.
Right.
That they want to, collaborate on. So if you have an AirTag on your backpack and it's not your AirTag, your phone will alert you that there is an unidentified AirTag near you. The other guys haven't caught up to that yet, but it's getting there. But I use the Tile programs. I've been a Tile customer for years. I have the Tile Plus on my keychain, on my computer, in my car, in my wallet.
Yeah, I just bought two because my Toyota keys are worth $600 each. So I figured I better put key tags on them. So, and I would have bought the Apple ones, but I don't have an iPhone, so I bought the Tile ones. So,
how much do they cost?
I think I paid, now these ones I paid $60 for two, I think it was. Is that about right, Drew? Is that?
Yeah, it depends on what time of the year you buy them and whether you buy them in a pack of one or a pack of four.
Yeah.
I buy a 4-pack and they're under $100 for 4.
The problem is that the problem I find, Drew, and I don't know if you, is that if typically I'm in the house and I can't find my keys, and when I hit the button, the keys will make a sound, but it's not loud enough. If I'm upstairs, I can't really hear where the keys are.
If you're not in the same room, you won't hear it. It's not loud enough.
Right. Whereas on my watch, when I do the find my phone thing, I can hear that throughout. My phone makes enough noise throughout the house. I know where it is.
Yeah. And what's nice is that you can press the button on the tile to find your phone if you lose your phone, and so it works both ways.
Right. True.
But if you're a traveler, you're going to get on an airplane and you have an Android phone, and you have a Samsung Galaxy Plus or an Ultra, those are the two models that support the Samsung Ultra Wideband travel tags that you can buy.
Do they have technology for golf balls?
Yes, yes, they do. You can buy golf balls with embedded trackers in them.
Really?
They're about $60 a dozen.
Boy, there goes Ron's retirement.
Oh. Really?
I just lost my retiree job retrieving golf balls out of the pond. What's the link for some of those things you're talking about, Drew or Ron? Can you put it in the chat?
The tile?
Yeah,
I can.
Well, the problem with the Tile product is that it supports Bluetooth, and it gives you a general area of where you're, as long as you're in range and the phone and your tag come within 100 feet of each other, your phone says, okay, I found your tag, it's nearby. Well, it's nearby, but it could be 75 feet away from you. The Apple AirTag and the Samsung wideband allow you to get within 2 inches of your device for location, which is a dramatic difference over the Bluetooth.
Well, near field makes a big difference.
I have the app on my Android phone that allows me to locate it, when I can't find it.
I have my wife call me.
In the future, you can have AI call you.
Yeah.
But how do you know which AI it is?
Well, we'll have to have the secret, the secret societies, you always had a certain handshake or, you did like that. You're going to say, you have to do that and identify you're real.
But it's if I need my phone all the time to turn the lights on and to do anything I got to do. I need my phone. So, the next thing I know, I'm sitting at the kitchen table trying to, oh, I need my phone. Where is it? I can't see it. And then, I got to run all over the house trying to figure out where the heck this phone is. But if I hit my watch and I hit find my phone, it's probably sitting on the kitchen table under a book or something, right? So it's like it saves me running around the house trying to find this stupid phone. So I use it all the time.
Which watch are you using?
This is the Fitbit Sense I have it on. But I think they all do it.
Oh, so your
Will the
Fitbit
Wise
is
do
running
it?
your Android phone?
Yeah, the Fitbit Sense has a Find My Phone in it.
Cool.
And so I just it just rings my Android phone. It works great.
What about the Wise phone? I mean, Wise watch.
I don't know.
What about it?
Bob, does it find my phone on the Wise
I
watch?
think I think so. I think so.
Somebody just asked a question in the chat. Will Alexa call an Android phone? And the answer is maybe, because Alexa supports Tile. And if you're a Tile customer, you can integrate Tile with Alexa. So you can use Alexa to find your phone or your keys if you configure Tile inside Alexa.
I now use Miss A to make phone calls.
Yeah,
And
you
that
can tell
was-
you can tell it to dial a number, and it will. Will it dial your own? It should.
It
You
does.
can pair your cell phone. I pair my cell
Yep.
phone with my Alexa speaker.
I'll have to try that.
Go ahead, Murray.
Okay, I have an Apple question. I don't know if anybody's here who knows. My iPhone. I'm not very familiar with the Apple. What is it? Apple Relay, which hides your DNS address. But anyway, I noticed on my 5G, I have both a 2.4 and a 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi on my local LAN. And if I select the 5G, it says the Apple Relay, or that this is not compatible with Apple Relay. And I'm wondering why, if anybody knows the answer to
Because
that.
it works on a 2.4 bandwidth.
It only works
not
on
the
that
5.
2.4?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Many of the smart devices still depend on 2.4.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I was wondering about that. Then the other question I have, well, it's not a question. It was a compliment. I don't know if Chris is there or not, but she put a video up about the 8 hints for using the keypad on your iPhone. And I'll tell you, I did not know most of them. And so that was really terrific. So I want to
John, this is Greg. John, this is Greg. Can you give me a call?
Oh, good. Why don't you mute Greg? I just did.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Continue. So I don't know if they're here or not, but I really wanted to compliment her on that excellent presentation. And I found it so useful that I couldn't help.
Which Chris were you talking about?
Gold?
Don't know her.
Cool.
Never heard of her.
Okay, well, you can relay
Thank you, Murray. That's very nice of you.
Yeah,
No,
you
really.
you can relay message to her.
Oh, she can hear you. She's just
Okay.
not. Oh, no, she's on the phone. Never mind.
Okay, well, you can pass it along. But anyway,
I certainly
that was
will.
absolutely terrific.
I think so. Well, I know so. Hey, we're doing a Google Photos thing tonight too. Ask Chris anything. So it's wide
That's
open.
at 7, I think.
It's 7 o'clock.
Eastern?
Right.
Yeah, 4 here. Anyway, it's a nice day here in Victoria, and I will not be able to stay too long because I have to take my wife to the doctor.
Okay. Well, hope to see you tonight. Anyway, this is our Google Photos set. I have a new set. So
yeah, nice.
And
Yeah.
the other thing about Geeks on Tour is they're close to 10,000. So it's your comment. What do you got under 100 now, Jim?
No, it's 100 and let me look.
You're really close. I mean, you guys, if you go to see these guys,
137, I think, is what it said.
yeah,
136. So we're at 98.64. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the Geeks on Tour YouTube channel, I really would appreciate it if you go there and check it out and see. And
They're so close, so close.
What
So are you
happens
gonna
when they
give
get
away
there?
Are you going to
What
give
happens
away
when-
a free iPad or something?
Oh, we get like $1 million or something. Cool.
Are you going to get? No,
Nothing.
I know you should give away a free book to the 10,000th. Would you know who they are though? You wouldn't know who they are.
Not necessarily. No, I think there might be a way to dig in with one of the tools, but no. Once we get up close to it, I think I'll start watching it.
Oh, my granddaughter got a few $100s for a video that she posted. And it was on she was at a rock concert in the front row. And I don't know how they got by the copyright issue, but anyway, her video went fairly viral with all their fans. And she got a few $100s from Google.
Mhm.
Oh, cool. Yeah. We make a little bit of money off of Google and AdSense and that kind of stuff every month. It's nice.
I make some about every 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's important that everybody subscribe to each of our.
Yep.
Absolutely. I subscribe to all y'all.
Yeah, I do too, I
So-
believe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The only thing I got was nearly kicked off because I put our church's church service up and somebody claimed the copyright on Jesus Loves Me, which of course has been public domain for 100 years or so. And I had to have a battle with them to prove that it wasn't actually a copyright violation.
Yeah, that can be a hassle and more, especially with any kind of music, not.
Yep.
All right. Sorry, guys. We've got to get
Oh,
ready
yeah.
to go here. We've got to start the show.
No, I'm busy
moving
over
on.
here.
All right. So I'm just going to mute everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Tech for Senior. I'm Ron Brown. I'll be your host today. This is episode 162. And it's a lovely sunny day this May the 8th in Comox, British Columbia. So welcome everyone to the show. If you are here and you're in the audience, thank you for coming. If you're over on YouTube listening to us, thank you for listening. And if it is a YouTube short you're listening on, well, just click the link in the description and it'll take you right to the show. Today we have a big show for you. Lots of exciting things. We're going to start out with, of course, Bob's security news, and then he's going to tell us how to add videos into slides. I'm going to talk about Bluetooth, the new fast pairing feature that's coming. And then Mike Ungerman, of course, is going to talk on public charging for your EV vehicle. Then I'm going to talk about, guess what I bought this week? It's a secret. You won't know about that till we talk about that. And then, of course, Ray has his music outro. We'll follow that by the Q&A at top of the hour. And then, of course, we have our premiere version, our premiere video coming at 1:30 hour. And today we're going to, on the premiere video, I'm going to talk about tech problems to avoid, particularly with your Gmail. Dewey Cluse is going to talk on EV battery technology. And Hewie is going to talk about, didn't know you were working today, did you, Hewie? We're going to talk about transferring files from your Android device to your PC. And so that is all going to happen at 1/2 and our premiere video. And I'll be putting that link, of course, in the chat. But if you subscribed to our newsletter this last Saturday, you will have noticed that the link was in the agenda there, and it also gave you all the things that we're going to talk about today. So we need to move ahead and get the show going. I just want to introduce all our staff today. So Hewie, how are you doing? Unmute yourself.
I'm muted though, but I'm doing great.
You're doing good?
I've been working hard. This Sunday is the Windows SIG.
Right.
And so I've been trying to put together all of the items that I'm going to be covering Sunday at the Windows SIG. So.
Well, Hewie, I've been working hard this week, and I've got a little bit of a redesign for Tech for Senior, and I wanted to show you and get your opinion on this. You've been teaching me a lot about AI, and I wanted your opinion on a few things. So I thought I have a few slides I wanted to show you, and tell me how you feel about this. Let me just share my screen here, and let me come up here, and we'll see if we. Yeah, I think this is the one we'll show you first. Can you see that one?
This is just a little one. Can you click on it, make it so we can see the picture? There we go.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah. So I thought that I thought you needed some hair. I thought you'd look big better with hair. So I asked AI to draw some hair for you, and I got a crown with a little. You told me how to do this, but I don't know. You didn't tell me very well. But I got a little bit of hair around the front, so I don't.
I thought those were my eyebrows.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like that one. So, what do you think of that?
That's growing.
You like that? I thought that could be the new look of Tech for Senior. What do you think about that?
You're getting there.
Or what do you think? I think that's what color was your hair when you had lots of hair?
Brown, not blonde.
Not blonde. But what do you think about being blonde?
I would be confused all the time.
You would you? Now then it drew this one, and I thought, well, were you watching the coronation? Is that why it
that probably is? Yeah.
I don't know, but I asked Hewie, and they brought a. And what do you think of that one?
Oh yeah, that's me.
Is that you?
Oh yeah, that's good.
I thought that. Would you like that one?
Yeah, that one. There we go. That's what I need.
That's more dignified. What do you think of that one?
Yeah, I like that one.
What about that one?
No.
All right. So we had some fun this week with the AI. Hugh's going to be talking, of course, a lot, and Bob a lot this next month about all the things we can do with AI and have a lot of fun with it. So all as I did was look at a few new hairstyles for Hewie. Bob, you're on for next week. I'm having fun with yours. There you go. Bob, where are you? You're not, where the heck are you? You're not.
I'm in a itty bitty little town in Texas. We have a total of just over 500 people.
Oh,
and
okay.
I told you what the name of the town is. I already forgot it.
Campbell,
Campbell, Texas.
There you go. All right. Very good.
You're in the
and when are you going home? When are you coming home?
Oh, not for a while yet.
Okay.
We still have a week to go with a granddaughter.
Okay.
So,
all right. Well, enjoy your holiday.
I intend to.
And Mike Ungerman, you're sitting there. Mike, of course, you're going to be talking today, and you've got that big smile on your face as the power consumption is moving into your car there. You're going to tell us all about public charging ports. It's interesting that while we all think of charging, we have houses maybe in garages and places where we can charge. I think I'm correct where over 50% of people live in condos or apartments, or they would require public charging stations. This is an interesting topic today you're going to talk about, right?
Yeah, this just scratches the surface. So
right.
It'd be an introduction, but yes, public charging is going to be the way to go for people that can't do it at home.
Right. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll look forward to your video today. And then, of course, Ray, how are you doing?
I'm doing well today, thank you.
You don't have your sunglasses on today.
No, I got rid of my Bob G sunglasses, and suddenly the world isn't as bright as it was last week.
Oh, good, good.
So I'm on the road to full recovery.
Full agree. There you go. That's great. And of course, Bill James, we're going to talk a lot about Bill James today. He doesn't know what he doesn't know the video I've made about him. So this is going to be quite interesting. So anyway, and we're waiting for his $29 toaster that's going to cost me $500 to buy, but Bill hasn't seen it yet. So we're not sure if he got scammed or not. So we're going to wait and see what happens.
We're going to talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I might been a sucker on that, but we'll see.
We'll see.
I'll have to put a full retraction in our newsletter.
Yeah. If it's too good to be true, it probably is not.
Probably is, but there was some tricks to that little advertisement, which I think I'll explain later after I think about this some more. I'm going to write something about it.
All right. I think that's about it. I'm going to get going with Bob's security news update. I'm going to be playing that today. And let me see if I can find it. And we'll, let's see, here we go.
Here is my security news roundup for the week ending May 5th, 2023. Hackers leak images to taunt Western Digital's cyber attack response. Included with the leaked data in another message from the threat actors, where they claim to have customers' personal information and a complete backup of Western Digital's SAP back office implementation. While the data appears to belong to Western Digital, Bleeping Computer could not independently verify its source or if it was stolen during the attack. At this time, Western Digital is not negotiating a ransom to prevent the leak of stolen data, which sparked further threats from the hackers. Read more at bleepingcomputer.com. T-Mobile discloses second data breach of 2023. The intrusion, which started on February 24th and lasted until March 30th, affected 836 customers, according to a notification on the website of Maine Attorney General Aaron Fry. The information obtained for each customer varied, but may have included full name, contact information, account number, and associated phone numbers, T-Mobile account PIN, social security number, government ID, date of birth, balance due, internal codes that T-Mobile uses to service customers' accounts, for example, rate plan and feature codes, and the number of lines the company wrote in a letter sent to affected customers. Read more at arstechnica.com. After 15 years, Intel may be killing the Core i5 and Core i7. The original hint first appeared on a gaming website. After this rumor makes the rounds in the media, the director of communications at Intel addressed it head on with a tweet that explained the brand changes. The director stated, "Yes, we are making brand changes as we're at an inflection point in our client roadmap in preparation for the upcoming launch of our Meteor Lake processor." Read the whole story at digitaltrends.com. Operation Spector, 53.4 million seized, 288 vendors arrested. An international law enforcement operation has resulted in the arrest of 288 vendors who are believed to be involved in drug trafficking on the dark web, adding to a long list of criminal enterprises that have been shuttered in recent years. The effort, codenamed Operation Spector, also saw the authorities confiscating more than 53.4 million in cash and virtual currencies, 850 kilograms of drugs, and 117 firearms. The largest number of arrests were made in the US, followed by the UK, Germany, the Netherlands, Austria, France, Switzerland, Poland, and Brazil. Read more at thehackernews.com. Apple and Google join forces to stop unauthorized location tracking devices. The first of its kind specification will allow Bluetooth location tracking devices to be compatible with authorized tracking detection and alert across Android and iOS platforms, the company said in a joint statement. While these trackers are primarily designed to keep tabs on personal belongings like keys, wallets, luggage, and other items, such devices have also been abused by bad actors for criminal or nefarious purposes, including instances of stalking, harassment, and theft. The goal is to standardize the alerting mechanism and minimize opportunities for misuse across Bluetooth location tracking devices from different vendors. To that end, Samsung, Tile, Chipolo, Ufi Security, and Pebblebee have all come on board. Read more at thehackernews.com. Meta finds more than 1,000 domains sharing ChatGPT-themed malware. Meta said in its quarterly security report that since March, the company has uncovered 10 malware families posing as ChatGPT and other similar tools to compromise user accounts across the internet. To do this, operators are offering fake browser extensions in app stores that claim to have ChatGPT SQ functions. Once the browser is installed, the extensions are typically able to siphon off any collected user data, such as passwords and credit card information. Read more at Axios.com. The AI wave. Start swimming or risk drowning. Yuval Wolman, president of information security firm Cyberproof, said there's a wave coming. Either you start swimming to catch it, or you will drown underneath it. You need to start studying these engines and think about the use cases and how you can adopt these tools. Of course, it goes way beyond cybersecurity. It will touch almost every form of way of life, and we must address it across all industries. I personally think that anything new and revolutionary needs to be embraced, studied, regulated, and steered in the right direction. This new tool will affect every part of our life, and we need to get ahead of it or drown in its sweeping effect on virtually everyone's life. Read more at cybernews.com. This week's must-see on my YouTube channel. A look at the evolution of digital assistants, from Clippy to ChatGPT. You've come a long way, baby. Please watch my video on that topic at the link listed. Did you know? The first commercial coin-operated video game was Computer Space, released back in 1971. The first item sold on eBay was a broken laser pointer. Cows have best friends and can become stressed when separated from them. Somebody once said, we never know what is enough until we know what's more than enough. Thanks to Billie Holiday. I just thought you might want to know. And that's a wrap for this week's Cybersecurity News Roundup. Stay safe, stay secure, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, and thanks for watching.
Thanks, Bob. That's great. Let's now see how to put videos into slides.
If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and get involved. Adding video to slides. When you select video, the following selection opens. Start by selecting Insert and then Video. You have two options, YouTube or Google Drive. These are the choices when you select Google Drive. Insert a link to a YouTube video or search for a YouTube video. In this example, I chose a YouTube video link. Once you've inserted and selected the link, you'll see the following screen so you can verify that this is the actual video you want. Select it and hit enter to insert the video. Here are 14 more Windows 11 tips to master. And as you see, number 1, plays your video. You can also add a video from Google Drive. The file must already be saved on the drive. Select Google Drive and then supply either the link or the name of the file in the search bar to select and insert. Select the file and hit Insert. That will insert the file into the presentation as shown in the next slide. Here are 14 more Windows 11 tips to master. Google Slides are free and can be used by anyone with a Google account. Next time you need to prepare a slideshow with videos, consider using Google Slides. Chances are you already have a Google account. Why not make the most of it? You'll find the Google Slides presentation at the link listed. Stay safe, stay secure, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, and thanks for watching.
Thanks, Bob. Good news. And well done. Well done. All right. So the next, I wanted to talk, I prepared a video for you on fast pairing, Bluetooth fast pairing. I wanted to, this is coming out over the next few months. Some of you will have this on some of the devices you have, but this is going to make pairing your device to your pairing your Bluetooth device to whatever device you're pairing to a lot easier. If you have an iPhone and you're using you're pairing your iPhone to one of your Mac devices, Apple has done this for a long time. So good for Apple, but we need to work on that with Android. So let's have a look at this and see how it works. Ron Brown with Tech for Senior. Do you have trouble pairing your Bluetooth devices? If you have a Chromebook, if you have an Android phone, or you have an Android tablet, fast pairing is going to help you. It's going to make your life a lot easier. Let me show you how this works. Fast pairing is a new feature. This is very important that you understand this because it will make life a lot simpler when you're trying to pair peripheral devices to your Chromebook or your tablet or your phone. So let me explain how this works. In this diagram, you'll see that we have your Google account at the top. That's the big G that you see there. In this demonstration, we have 3 devices. We have, of course, your Android phone, we have an Android laptop, and then we have your Chromebook. Now you've just bought some earbuds and you want to make sure they work with all your devices. Traditionally, what you've had to do is you've had to take your earbuds and pair them to your phone. You then have had to take them again and pair them to your tablet. And then you have to take them again and pair them to your Chromebook. Let's look how it will work now with fast pairing. You're going to take your earbuds and you're going to pair them with your Android phone. So you'll go through the traditional pairing approach that you do where you have to pair your earbuds to your phone. And I'll be showing you how to do this on your Chromebook in a moment, but you're going to go through the traditional Bluetooth pairing. And so now you have your earbuds in your ears and you can listen to your music from your phone. Here's where fast pairing changes. what happens is that with fast pairing, the information is sent to Google. Google, of course, is your Google account, and your tablet and your Chromebook are already connected to the same account. So now you come along and want to use your earbuds on your Android tablet. Well, when the earbuds come into proximity of the tablet, Google will send you a message on the screen and say, do you want to connect? And you just simply say yes, and boom, you're connected. No more pairing, because it already knows that it's paired to your phone, and your phone is one of your registered devices. So now we come to your Chromebook. You take your earbuds and you're in the proximity of your Chromebook. Maybe you're sitting in the chair and you take your earbuds out. And what you'll get is a message on your Chromebook saying, do you want to connect? You simply say yes, and it's done. Now, once you've done it once, you'll never have to do that again. So they will just automatically connect to your peripheral devices. This makes it much easier, and you don't have to pair your buds each time you want to use them with your different devices. Fast pairing is going to save a lot of time and make things very easy for you. Let me just show you now on a Chromebook how to pair a Bluetooth device to your Chromebook, and I'll show you on my Pixelbook how fast pairing works. So let's have a look. Let's look at how fast pairing will work on your Chromebook. But first I want to show you how to connect Bluetooth devices to your machine. If your Chromebook works with Bluetooth, it can connect devices like keyboards, mice, speakers, headphones, and headsets. It's important that you only pair your Chromebook to devices you trust. Devices stay paired to your Chromebook even when other people use your computer. So to check and see if your Chromebook works with Bluetooth, you'll see my mouse comes down here. We're going to drag it down to the bottom right, and we're going to select the little battery icon here, and we're going to click that, and we'll see, of course, my Bluetooth icon is here. I can turn that off. Oops, now my mouse doesn't work because it's connected by Bluetooth. Oh well, I still have my trackpad, and we'll turn that back on, and you'll see now that my Bluetooth is now repaired with my mouse. I'm now going to show you how to connect my Pixel Buds to my Chromebook. We're going to connect this via Bluetooth. So if you look at my mouse here, we're going to drag my mouse down to the bottom right. I'm going to click the little battery icon, and this of course will bring up my this will bring up my Bluetooth menu here. And if you come down to the little drop down menu here on the right, I'm going to click this, and now we're going to have a look and we're going to pair a new device. So I'm going to click pair new device, and this is going to go into pairing mode. And on my Pixel Bud case, I'm going to open it, and I'm going to hold the little button on the back for 3 seconds, and it should go into pairing mode. There, it's found my Pixel Bud Pros. So I'm going to click on that, and it now says it's pairing, and it says Ronald's Pixel Buds Pro are now connected. Let's come back and see if that's true. We're going to come back over here. We'll come up to Bluetooth, and we'll come down, and we'll see, of course, my two devices I have paired are the Bluetooth mouse and also my Pixel Bud Pro. That's great. I can listen to music on my Chromebook now through my Pixel Buds. If you enjoyed the video, we'd sure appreciate a like and subscribe. Till we see you again, Ron Brown with Tech for Senior. All right, we might have some more questions about that in the Q&A. I know there's some stuff coming in on the chat, and I'll answer that. I want to move on next to, of course, what we want to feature today is Mike Ungerman. Mike, I'll play your video for you, okay? Yep. And you'll be available in the chat in the Q&A to answer any questions.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, let's talk about public charging.
Hi, I'm Mike Ungerman of the Central Florida Computer Society. Today we'll continue with the 7th in a series on electric vehicles. Our last technical EV presentation was an overview of EV charging methods. Level 1, 110 to 120 volts AC home portable chargers. Level 2, 220 to 240 volts AC home portable and public commercial. Level 3, DC public and commercial chargers. Today we'll elaborate on many of the aspects of Level 3 charging, their standards, equipment, networks, and ratings. Level 3 electric vehicle charging is the fastest method of charging an electric vehicle. It uses direct current to charge the battery, which is more efficient than alternating current, or AC, charging. Today's Level 3 chargers can provide up to 350 kilowatts of power, which can charge an electric vehicle from 10% to 80% in as little as 20 minutes. There are two major Level 3 charging types. They are tied to the vehicles that you would purchase. The first is obviously, it's for Teslas. It's the Tesla superchargers, and they're primarily available, as I said, for Tesla vehicles. They use a proprietary charging standard that is only compatible with Teslas, but they have committed to making at least 3,500 stations available to other EVs by the end of 2024. There are approximately 17,000 stations in the US and 147 in Canada. DC fast chargers are the most common types of non-Tesla Level 3 charger. They use the CHAdeMO or CCS charging standards, which interface with almost all non-Tesla vehicles that can accept Level 3 charging. There are approximately 50,000 stations in the US and 16,000 in Canada. Level 3 charging specifications. All Tesla vehicles use their own unique plug to interface with Tesla superchargers, shown here. CHAdeMO is a Japanese standards for DC fast charging. CHAdeMO stands for Charge Demove. It was developed by the CHAdeMO Association, a nonprofit organization that promotes the development of electric vehicles. Vehicles that use the CHAdeMO standard have a unique charger plug shown here. The CHAdeMO standard is found in early EVs, Japanese, and European vehicles. All other non-Tesla EVs use the CCS standard. Listed here, I'm showing the makes and models of those vehicles that I was able to research that have dedicated CHAdeMO charging standards. Bollinger, BMW, Citroen, Honda, Hyundai, Jaguar, early Kias, Lexus, all except a UX 300E, which goes through 2019, Mazda, Mitsubishi, which has several models, the Nissan Leaf, and Peugeot. CCS is a European standard for the majority of DC fast charging. It is developed by the Combined Charging System, thus CCS, Consortium, a group of automakers and charging companies. CCS chargers can provide up to 350 kilowatts of power. Vehicles that use CCS have a unique charger plug. Both CHAdeMO and CCS chargers are available at most EV Level 3 charging facilities. Most new non-Tesla EVs purchased in the US and Canada utilize the CCS charging standard. If you're considering the purchase of an electric vehicle, be sure to check which charging standard the vehicle supports before you consider buying it. In the US, a new law as of November 15, 2021, provides 7.5 billion in funding for the construction of 500,000 EV charging stations, including CCS chargers. The funding is expected to help accelerate the deployment of CCS chargers across the country and make it easier for EV drivers to find charging stations when needed. As the number of electric vehicles on the road continues to grow, so too does the need for reliable and convenient charging infrastructure. Use of commercial branded charging networks are essential for EV owners while they're out and about, especially on long trips. When choosing a charging network, it's important to consider your preferences. If you need to be able to charge your vehicle quickly, you'll want to choose a network that offers fast charging stations. If you're looking for a network with a large number of charging stations, you'll want to choose a network that has a wide geographic reach. There are a number of non-Tesla commercial branded charging networks available. Let's take a look at statistics on 10 of them. First, let's take a look by the number of stations in the United States and Canada as ranked by Google Bard. ChargePoint. They have 10,000 plus stations in 50 US states, 2,000 in 10 Canadian provinces. EVgo, 8,000 in 35 states, 50 in 5 Canadian provinces. Electrify America or Electrify Canada, 800 plus in 34 states, 100 in 9 provinces. EV Connect, 600 plus in 48 states, 40 in 4 Canadian provinces. Green Lots, 500 in 48 states, none reported by Google Bard anyway, in Canadian provinces. SEMA Charge, 400 plus, 90 reported in 40 states, 50 in 3 Canadian provinces. The disparity is in the Google Bard statistics. Colum, 300 plus in 48 states, 30 in 9 Canadian provinces. Blink, 200 plus in 48 states, 20 in 8 Canadian provinces. AeroVironment, 150 plus in 48 states, 15 in Canadian provinces. And EV Box, 100 plus in 48 states, 10 in 6 Canadian provinces. Here's that same list, now ranked in order of charging speed. So Electrify America, EVgo, and ChargePoint have up to 350 kilowatt charging capability. EV Connect, Green Lots, 250, 200 respectively. SEMA Charge and Colum, 150 kilowatts. Blink up to 100. AeroVironment up to 100, and EV Box up to 100. These will change as new stations are installed or specifications are upgraded. Now, let's take a look at how the networks reported themselves as percent availability. So ChargePoint has being one of the largest, reports at 97% availability. They're ranked in descending order down to AeroVironment with an 88% availability. So let's now take a look at some of the websites that these networks have, starting with the top of the 3 non-Tesla sites, ChargePoint. We'll take a quick look at their website. When you go to chargepoint.com, you'll click on For Drivers. Where do you want to charge? They do support level 2 charging on the go. They say they're the world's largest charging network. That's borne out by the statistics. They have their own dedicated app. We'll review apps in a future presentation. And they say, picture yourself charging everywhere. Let's take a look at number 2. Auto Charge Plus. Again, we'll take a look at drivers. And their rates and plans. Many of them, in fact, all of them do have plans where you can sign up in advance, and then the rates are shown as low as 22 cents per kilowatt hour for this plan, with 6 times a month charging, on up to 3 to 5 times a month charging, 1 to 2 times a month charging, pay as you go as much as 34 cents per kilowatt hour. With Auto Charge Plus, all you do with EVgo, if you've got a plan, is go to one of their chargers, plug in the cable, and it's supposed to auto detect your car, and off you go and you charge. Let's take a look at Electrify America. Charging with Electrify America gives you an idea of how they rate their chargers. You notice they do have, in this case, they have a chattable connector, but it's only up to 50 kilowatts. This particular ultra fast is up to 150 kilowatts. And they'll be labeled. So what you'd be looking for is to have an EV that has hyperfast charging capability with up to 350 kilowatts. In some cases, the chargers have a common service transformer and control unit. And so if there's 2 cars plugged in at the same time, the total amount of charging that you can get is split between those 2, something to look for when you're looking for a place to plug in. And again, if you're using the app, or if you just use the plug, many times it'll recognize the car. So whichever you're going to check, be sure you check out one of the websites that are available. I've just shown you 3 of them. As charging spreads, additional networks are planned or underway in the US. Some are brand names that you easily recognize. Walmart has announced plans to install 10,000 EV charging stations at its stores across the US by 2025. 7-Eleven has announced plans to install 500 EV charging stations at its stores across the US by 2025. I wouldn't doubt that there'll be many more. And you recognize Shell as a gas station, and Shell is getting in on it by putting charging stations at many of their gas stations. They've started in California, Alaska. Plans are to expand throughout the US. My research showed me that besides these locations, sites such as Cinemark Cinemas, IKEA stores, Kohl's stores, Kroger supermarkets, Macy's, Starbucks, Subway, Taco Bell, Walgreens, and Whole Food markets all are considering either installing their own chargers or in partnership with some of the major networks. I'm sure many more shopping locations will be focal points for their own or traditional network charging. As by now, I think most of you know, I've archived a number of YouTube videos which support my EV presentations. They're all listed at my new blog site at wixsite.com, and that link will be posted in chat along with the Saturday newsletter if you click on Mike's EV playlist. I have a EV charging-public playlist. It's bit.ly/Mike's-EV-charging-public, which focuses in on the subject of today, which is public charging networks. So level 3 commercial charging networks will be essential for anyone planning trips outside their local area, or for those that cannot install a charger at home. The availability of level 3 charging may determine the EV you consider purchasing. And U.S. federal incentives will help the deployment of commercial chargers in the United States as more consumer sales charging sites come online. My next EV presentation will focus on the mobile apps. You got a short introduction to those dedicated for the networks that do assist with the connection to commercial charging networks, as well as the apps, the independent apps especially, that help to locate charging stations and see their specifications and availability. Sorry for the blank time there. I should have stopped recording one earlier.
All right. Okay, I wasn't quite sure. Is it ended? All right, thanks, Mike. I know there'll be lots of questions about that. So again, we'll leave the questions for the Q&A. All right. What did I buy this week? Let's find out. Ron Brown with Tech for Senior. Well, this is a pretty normal occurrence in the morning. Yes, the Amazon driver has just left a lot of packages at our front door in Comox, British Columbia, which is on Vancouver Island on the west coast of Canada. So I'm excited, and there's one package I'm particularly interested in, and that's this one. Let's have a look at it and see what's in that package. So let me take this trusty box cutter and open this Amazon parcel up and see what's inside. Watch as I pull out this white box and look at this. This is a red item, and as I open it up, you can see it is a Popco popcorn popper. Isn't that interesting? How did I come about to get that? Well, let me explain. For those of you who read our Tech for Senior newsletter will know exactly where I got this idea from. This was Bill James's Tech for Senior Tuesday Gadget of the Week. You too could get this newsletter delivered right to your in-basket just by signing up at www.techforsenior.com. And each week, Bill goes through an extensive review of gadgets and picks one that he thinks you'll enjoy. And let's see how he did this week with our popcorn popper. As a physician, I've always wanted to promote good health. And one of the things I hate are those bags of popcorn you put in microwaves. Now, I know people love popcorn. We all eat a lot of popcorn. And I also know they love those microwavable bags because when I go to Costco, they've got aisles of these things, not just sold as a box, but they're sold by the case. So I know people are in love with their little bags of microwavable popcorn. And the reason is because it's easy. I understand it's the end of the day, you're tired, you want to cozy up with your loved one, watch a movie and have some popcorn. It's so easy just to put those bags in the microwave. Well, let's see what actually is in those bags. And this is a box of popcorn I bought. It is probably the most common form that you'll see and readily available at Costco. And let's have a look and see what's in this popcorn. Let's look at the front cover of the package, and you'll see that it says no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. You'll see made with non-GMO popcorn. You'll see it's a source of high fiber and it's gluten-free. This stuff must be great and it must be good for you. Well, let's have a closer look at this. So let's look at the nutritional facts of this box of natural popcorn. Well, the first thing you'll see in here that there is 66% of trans fats. Now, trans fats are made when liquid oils are turned into solid fats like shortening or margarine. These are called partially hydrogenated oils. Because of the health risks from these fats, the United States and the FDA has banned food manufacturers from adding these since 2022. All right, let's continue down the list. And we're going to come down now. I want to come down right to the ingredients. And let's look at the first thing that's in here. Well, it says there's 100% whole grain popping popcorn. Well, that's great. But what's the next item on there? Palm oil. Now, palm oil hasn't been used by McDonald's for the last few years, or any of the big franchises. In fact, palm oil is bad for you. Palm oil, palm kernel oil, and coconut oil, or so-called tropical oils, got a bad reputation because they're high in saturated fats, which has long been linked to heart disease. Saturated fat boosts bad LDL cholesterol and triglycerides, both of which are responsible for heart disease. So the next thing is buttery flavor. Okay, what is this all about? What is buttery flavor? That's the real key to this bag of natural popcorn. Well, butter flavor is often created by isolating compounds like diacetyl acetyl propanol and acetone. These compounds may be sourced from butter, soybeans, or other oils. Mixing of any of these compounds with water and other ingredients creates a rich, buttery flavor. So all these chemicals we're going to put together, we're going to come up with some sort of mixture that tastes like butter. Well, I don't think that's going to be very good for you. That's not going to work. Tocoferols, that's the last on the list. What the heck is that all about? Well, tocoferols are like vitamin E. However, used in large quantities, these can actually cause allergic reactions. In some people, it can even cause bleeding problems and death. Oh boy, this isn't very good. So this is the stuff that we're going to be wanting to use in our popcorn bags of popcorn we're going to put in the microwave. So maybe Bill's onto something here. Maybe we can do something that's healthier, but we've got to make it as simple as a bag of popcorn. So that's how we're going to see how we're going to do this. All right, let's head up to our test kitchen. I've got to make this device as easy to use as a bag of popcorn in the microwave. So we're going to modify a few things, so pay attention carefully. All right, what you see now is the bowl of popcorn. Now this is made of silicone, so you can throw in the dishwasher, you can wash it. So cleaning up should be a breeze with this, okay? And at the bottom of the bowl, you'll see there's two little lines, and that's important because we don't want you just dumping a bunch of popcorn in the bottom of this. There's two lines, and for the demonstration today, we're going to be using the bottom line. So you can make a lot more popcorn in this if you fill it to the upper line. And you can see these two lines in the diagram. So in the next video, you're going to see me popping the popcorn. Now I'm going to add a little bit of canola oil to the bottom of this, which is in the recipe. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the lid on it, and then we're going to put it in the microwave. Now, it does not matter what type of microwave you have. On the demonstration today, I'm going to use the popcorn setting, but if you don't have a popcorn setting, that's okay too. You can use whatever power you want in your microwave because we're going to do it all by listening, all right? And so what happens is we're going to turn the microwave on, and it's going to heat up the popcorn, and then you'll hear it start to pop. And of course, you know, if you've done this before with the bag, you'll hear this, oh man, there's a lot of popcorn going off here. And then once it starts to settle down a bit and there's fewer popcorn popping, that's when you take it out. Now in my machine, my microwave, you'll hear the buzzer go, and so it'll be a little further down when we finally take it out. You'll see how it all works out, and we're going to taste it and see how it tastes, okay? Let's watch the video. All right, now we get to taste the popcorn. Remember, that lid is hot, so be careful when you take it off. Well, look at it, it's nice fluffy popcorn. Let's try a few kernels. Ooh, yummy. That was good. Let's see, do they all pop? Let me pour it into a bowl and let's see if all the popcorn kernels popped. Well, this is working out pretty good. It looks like they all popped, but you know what's missing? We missed the salt and butter. Now, how can we add salt and butter into this without having to get another pot, melt some butter, and put it on? Remember, we want to keep this simple. So let's go back to the drawing board. Before we pop it, we're going to add the salt and the butter. Now you're going to say, well, how much butter do we add? I don't care, just as long as you don't use margarine and you use butter, but as much as you want. Depends on your taste. Same with the salt. You don't like salt, don't add it. You like lots of salt, add lots of salt. I use clarified butter because I cook a lot with clarified butter. It doesn't burn. Hit a YouTube video, just type in clarified butter. It's super easy to make and it can't burn. But you can use cold butter, hard butter, frozen butter. I don't care what type of butter you use. I tested them all and it works just fine. Just add some butter and salt and let's repop it and see what happens. Well, to keep this video short, we repopped it and are tasting it and it tastes great. It tastes nice and buttery. It tastes salty. And again, there's no chemicals in it and there's no trans fats. So now we have an item that is simple, easy to use, easy to clean, one-step process, just as the bag going into the microwave oven. Oh, did I miss out the most important point? How much does it cost? Well, that's a very good question. And it was on sale on Amazon.ca for $11. If you convert that to US dollars, it's the price of a Starbucks coffee. How cheap can that be? Great deal. Well done, Bill. I think you hit the home run this time. Ron Brown with Tech for Senior. You know, if you want to see all Bill's gadgets, you could subscribe to our Tech for Senior newsletter at www.techforsenior.com. It could even be good for your health. Till we see you again, have a great day. All right. I had a lot of fun making that. Video. That was.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Did you get
Ate
to
a
eat
lot
all
of
that
popcorn
popcorn?
too, Bill. All right. All right, Ray, just before you get going, I just want to say goodbye to our friends over on YouTube. Thanks so much for coming.